Thanks for coming back and joining us here on Grown Folk Talk. So, ladies, we are continuing our conversation, which is so helpful, I'm sure, to others. I'm learning some things, and I'm just very intrigued by how you were mature enough to know things like you need to go, or perhaps you should go to therapy. Mm-hmm. In my day, if you went to therapy, nobody knew. Mm-hmm. You didn't tell anybody. It was not a word you said. Mm-hmm. If you were going, you had a doctor's appointment or something like that. Mm-hmm. But so you were smart enough to understand and recognize that you needed to talk to somebody. You couldn't figure it out by yourself. Mm-hmm. And we were joking off camera. Zoe said, you are the therapy advocate to me. Right. So why are you? Why do you believe in therapy? And how has it's such textbook questions. What's the benefit for you?
So the reason why I'm such an advocate for therapy is because I am in the helping space.
Yes.
When I was in college, I will never forget my teacher, who was a social worker, said to us, she said, this is just a table between you and your client. Mm-hmm. You don't never know when you're going to end up on the other side of the table.
Yeah. Right.
So you should always do what you need to do, self-care, mm-hmm. to stop yourself from being on that side of the table.
Okay.
So when I came back from school, I went through a rough patch, mm-hmm. and it got to the point where if I didn't go to therapy, I probably wouldn't be sitting here. Mm-hmm. So I started talking to a therapist, and even up to today, I do still speak with one. I go back and forth with her, usually when I'm in crisis, but I probably should go outside of that.
To avoid crisis, maybe.
So it's just nice to have a third party who has the education, but is non-judgmental.
Right.
And doesn't,
equipped.
She's equipped, and she doesn't know she doesn't have that judgment, like I said.
Yeah.
So it's been beneficial to me. I know Zoe...
You've grown.
Yes.
So much.
Thank you. Yeah. I know Zoe talks about her journey a lot, and she has done a lot with meditation and crystals and things of that nature. But I firmly believe that that type of stuff is beneficial, but when it comes down to it, you got to be able to do the work.
That's right.
You have to do the work. You have to be comfortable. You have to first be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what I always use the word powerful, but it is powerful. Recognize that you are uncomfortable.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? And then with the discomfort comes a whole lot of self-reflection.
Yes. Exactly. And you're never at optimal mental health. You're always working on yourself.
Right. That's right.
You're always looking for things to bring yourself up or keep yourself up.
Yes.
You're always a work in progress. No matter
and I think we should be.
Yeah.
I think we should be to keep on that track, because we don't know if it could be one day to the next when something could happen, as you say, we could get in crisis and not be equipped to handle it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. But now I have the tools that if I am triggered in a way, I can realize, okay, you're getting triggered. What you need to do, remove yourself from the situation, or go for a walk, or call Zoe and F. That's some F bomb.
I know you don't say that. Not my Danae. My Danae does not say that.
You have to have a plan. That I know that when I get to this place, or I feel this small, I have A, B, and C that I can do to pick me up, or just put me in a safe space until I can.
Arsenal.
Yes. Arsenal.
I think with millennials, we seem, and I was actually...
Yes, these are millennials.
I was actually guilty of this as well. And therapy was like a form of weakness. It was taboo to talk to someone like, I'm not that bad, girl. Like, I ain't that bad.
Because people made it bad.
They
made it bad.
I had to really take Danae's advice, and I had to go talk to somebody.
Did you suggest that Zoe get therapy for whatever was going on?
She suggested I need to talk to somebody.
Yeah, I'm like, if you break your nail, you need to get talked about.
Yeah, she suggested I needed to talk, and to be very honest, it's the best thing I've ever done. And like Danae said, I do meditate a lot, and that did work for surface for me, but I had to go deeper than that.
Right.
And I have been seeing a therapist, and one thing I've taken out of that is journaling. I journal a lot. And I mostly journal my stresses. So anything that's stressing me out through the day, you'll see me jot it down. And everyone I work with, they see me with a piece of paper. And even if I don't have my journal handy, I'll write it on a loose leaf and then I'll transfer it afterwards.
Do you journal the stress away? Do you feel a relief from stress after you journal?
I feel a relief from stress after I look back on what's stressing me.
Oh, that's
so
good.
I pick Sundays as my reflection day. So I take a look at the whole week of journaling and I figure out, okay, on Monday, this was happening. Tuesday, this is happening. Oh, this is very common, Zoe. So next week, this is what you need to do.
To avoid this.
To avoid that week of stress. You know, because you can always have stress.
Yes.
But it's just how you let it take over your body, you know, is
and your mind and everything else.
And then you have to go home and have a child that's looking at you to help them, you know?
Right.
So you
can't say, not today. I'm not
stressed. Exactly.
Right.
So the journaling for me has helped me figure out how I can kind of improve my next week. I take it week after week for me.
Right.
I'm not someone that wants to jump the gun month and year. But for me, I take it day by day.
Plan.
No, it's week by week for me. And it's helped me so much. It's really helped me.
So I don't want to call it a ritual. It's healing. It's your journey. So on a Sunday, you will go back, you reflect on your week. Do you then put into place, all right, so next week, this is, because you said you think about next week, but do you actually make a plan for what's going to happen next week?
And because I tie it in with my meditation a lot, so I burn my stresses. So for the week, if I was stressing work, friendships, love life, whatever's stressing, I write probably 5-6 points down, burn it. And that's just my way
literally burn it?
Like literally, you can ask my mom. She's like, if you create a fire outside my house, but literally
so
burn it.
So you write the stresses and light it on fire.
And light it on fire. And it's gone. And then that's it.
And it's released.
It's going. It's going right into the air, right wherever. If you're comfortable on a beach, if you're comfortable in your backyard like me, it's just going.
Because I coach people as well, and I have an exercise where I tell them to write certain things or memories or anything that has happened, put it in a bottle and put its water in it and drown them and all of that. But I do believe in that, in just letting
releasing
it go,
and you don't even have to write it and burn it. But I mean, whatever way is a release for you, just let it go.
This is like sound silly, right? I have a 7-month-old baby now. So, I never have a whole lot of time to myself anymore. But my let it go is the shower. 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes to myself. Yes. I talk, I think about everything, and I'm like, I'm going to let this go, and it goes down the drain.
It goes down the drain.
Yeah, so it's symbolic, right?
It is. Right. But symbolism is so important. It's what it means to us and how it helps us. How we let go of things or take things in.
Yes.
And did I use the right word?
Yeah.
Symbolism.
Yeah,
okay.
symbolism.
Okay. All right. So, ladies, we have to take another break. And I know. But and when we come back, we're actually going to wrap up. So we're going to talk about some wrap up information. Okay? All right. Come back and join us here on Grown Folk Talk as we continue to learn how we navigate life in relationships from smart young women. We'll be right back.
Grown Folk Talk will be back after these messages.